India is currently facing one of the biggest education scandals the country has ever seen, and people are calling upon the education minister to resign. The controversy centres around India's national medical entrance exam that over 2 million students take every year to compete for a very limited number of university places. This year, allegations have emerged that the paper has been leaked by potential organised crime groups. There were serious failures within the testing process, and the authorities have failed to protect the integrity of one of India's biggest examinations. For many students, getting into medical school is extremely important for their families, for their career. They have spent years and years studying with much dedication, all for it to be leaked and spoiled. Protesters are saying that this is about corruption, government accountability, and the future of India's young people. Thousands of demonstrators have taken to the streets of New Delhi to demand that the education minister resign. They are calling for independent investigations into these exam leaks and reforms to India's testing system. There are many students that have unfortunately taken their lives over the stress that this has caused, and they are demanding that the families receive some sort of compensation. The education minister has refused to step down, and the Prime Minister of India has said that he will be looking into potential reforms for India's educational system. However, a lot of people are saying his promises are weak and he won't follow through with them. Much of this movement has been organised by the Cockroach Janta Party, also known as the CJP, and despite the name, they are not a typical government party. It began as a satirical online movement, however, it has transformed itself into a youth-led protest group, and they protest things like education, government corruption, and unemployment. Over the past week, what started off as peaceful protests has unfortunately become violent. Thousands of protesters have been trying to reach Parliament, however, the police have stopped their route, deploying tear gas and are arresting people. People are being beaten, battered, and bruised. Protesters eventually pushed through these barricades, and that's where a lot of the confrontation has arisen from. Over 180 people are injured, both protesters and police. Protesters are saying that the police are using excessive force, whereas supporters of the police are saying that the protesters are just being too violent. Protests have actually gained more momentum due to the environmental activist Songnam Wangchuk, who has been on hunger strike. He has been standing with the students, and his hunger strike lasted 19 days before he was forcibly taken into police custody. He was then hospitalised, however the protesters are saying that it was the government's way of suppressing a peaceful protest. His strike has been a huge symbol in the movement for transparency and reform. This isn't just about one exam or one government minister, this highlights a much deeper problem within the Indian youth. India has one of the world's youngest populations, yet these young people often face very fierce competition for university places, high youth unemployment, and a lot of corruption within the education system that is seriously disrupting their career path. So this exam leak has become a tipping point for frustrations that have been building for many years. A lot of my followers are from India, and a lot of you guys keep sending me resources and information and posts from other people, so please do continue to share them, put any more information in the comments, and let me know if there's anything else you want me to talk about.